hello. I've decided to go ahead and just jump on after a little bit of time with the starting soon scene. Did you guys see it? Hi, Frary. Yeah, I was just messing with the little starting soon scene. Give me an opportunity to, what's it called? Putts with, show, putts with the ability to get things rolling, get people in, without necessarily having to be ready to go. Now you want attention and affection? God damn it, cat. What? What? I hear you. Everyone hears you. I'm sure the whole internet heard you. Do you want to come say hi? Or do you just want to yell? Knowing you, you just want to yell. Yep, see, there you go, running away. I will catch you, and I will make you say hi to the people on the internet. Get over here. You, cat, are being a pain in my ass. Sorry for all that fuss, but those of you with cats who are watching know how that goes. Alright, how are we doing, chat? Those of you who are there, how are we doing today? Am I coming through too quiet again? Got a lot of background noise. It's a fair 80 degrees here today, and didn't want to roast myself alive, so I've got my fan going. Oh, your cat fell asleep on you and made one of your cats fell asleep on you and made you start getting sleepy. Yeah, biggest of moods. Well, there's Bob. Bob will be joining us eventually.
John True.
Jolan True. Speaking of a Bob joining us eventually, there's a Bob there.
Volunteer season 11. Head to the problem. Right, I'm gonna get this waiting at this destination out of the way after I crashed last time.
Okay.
So, fun fact:
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't log in for 2 days.
Good lord.
I had to there's a setting on the launcher that's like reset game. So I had to reset my game and re-download all the patches again
Ugh.
before I could log into our data center. Did you read this last time?
I did read it.
Okay. Calm down. Everything's going. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's get you in the party. Now I have to talk to Lise. Are you at that point of talking to Lise?
Yep, with the green check mark over her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go.
Talk to us, Lise.
Right, everything's fine. Lee, it could be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen.
With my bouncy helmet.
Your new fit looks way better than mine. It doesn't fit the aesthetic, but it
Yeah.
looks more like a Norse piece than it belongs in Alamigo.
Apparently not, Hancock.
I can finally pick up the gloves for my outfit.
Hey! Yeah, it took me all the way up until now to get the gloves for this outfit. Alright, Gosetsu.
Once more to the Ruby Sea. The man who has just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Osetsu is looking rather sheepish. Except
I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me.
there's no need for that. There's no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? That just so happens we have found a willing captain.
Truly, what fortune!
We'll tell you all about it back at the company offices. Awful Nerd and the owner of this damn city are waiting for us there. Did we need to do anything before we headed back?
I don't think so.
Nope. We've read that thing once, we're not reading it again.
It's the same as the night outside of House
Of
4.
every time you need to go through a door, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck actually being able to go through doors.
Gosetsu, think the 12 you were unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. Oh no.
Oh no.
Cat knocked a box over. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster. How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first I demand the coin you so villainously embezzled from me.
You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly I would return to you your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand.
Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago. The better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien.
Lord Hien?
Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried out on our doomed war. And then one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I know not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu, is the black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries have here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Althard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri.
They had not all. Orphanet's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There's a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all.
While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all.
As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited. You of all people should know. You are so very good at espionage and intrigue.
For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Saraban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot.
Beep.
To the hostelry.
Off to the hostelry, right?
Yeah.
Now. Hey, Fairy. My chat has just decided to connect to Twitch, so if you said that earlier, Fairy, I'm only just seeing it. Right, talking to Saraban. I've been waiting for you, my friend. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. If we depart without further delay, do it. Insist. Me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. I seem to remember there being a bit more to this.
There is.
Is there a whole thing where we get waylaid by pirates?
Yep.
How wide and beautiful she is, the sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wondrous treasures. That did just say that, right?
What, Destination Unknown? Or new Aetherite destination is now...
That we just unlocked an E3.
Mm-hmm. I think we can Aetherite from Kugane to here now.
Oh, okay. We can't ether right out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. Talking to Soroban. Open water. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Soroban well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. Set forth without making the necessary preparations to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel. Life, should you wish. This fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby tithe, thereby earning you the blessing of the pirate order. Let's go and greet them. Our destination is the Isle. That doesn't look very far to me. Why don't you just jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. Oh, an excellent idea. I think you should find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the Isle. Swim?
Feel real safe swimming in this armor.
Yeah, like... Oh, jump! This is just to show off that you can swim now, isn't it?
Yep. We haven't quite unlocked diving yet.
Right, this should be easy. Good way to loosen up for the next fight, whenever that comes. 20 gil says I beat you there. What can be says you beat us there. Dumb.
You.
Ah, there you are. Trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me. One with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. Tansui.
I fear you have the advantage of me. most honorable and esteemed warrior of light. I am Tensui, a humble mate who serves the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss.
Tansui's face, sorry, boys with boats. Tansui's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down.
You wish to pay the ruby tide, yes? With your gil, perhaps? It's just as well foreign currencies are in demand these days.
I would pay for their passage to Orthard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction?
The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it.
Take me for a fool. I know the price, as do all.
Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation.
Meaning?
Sir!
Sir, you've got to come quickly. Bastards are at it again. Tried to convince them to stop, but they aren't having it.
Very well. I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as worthwhile investment. I will not hear men name me a cat before Koban. So I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do.
Not sure what to make of that, man. At least the matter of our tithe is settled. For now. What was that Ian, the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go have a look.
There's an ether current near here. Oh, found it. Oh, hey.
What?
They did add that.
And what?
Behold, I am running, yes?
Yeah?
Without stopping, I get on my chocobo.
Hey!
Mounting on the run.
I think I need to take care of cab friend there.
at the destination. Yar.
Hmm. Shut up, brain.
Gosetsu.
That's cool.
What are we waiting for? Come, come. Sorben cannot have gone far. Though, now that I think on it, it's passing strange they left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren? I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nonetheless it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. So there's a dungeon here somewhere that's probably one of my favorite because the quest givers for it
Yeah.
are all baby animals.
Oh, nice. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. You may have guessed I was a little reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our leaders as a whole. But said, only be praised. Too often the shellless quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then. Our business at Tansui is concluded. Traverse the Ruby Sea without fear.
Alright, Sorban.
Give me money, damn it. To bend with the wind. Soroban is in high spirit. I shall return to the ship and prepare our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, pray you do so now. Oh, that reminds me. Adventurers, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Who quest, eh? Oh, you're one of the hygiene from the beach. Leaving us already? I need to pay the tithe, like Tansui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we would be glad to sell to you for a fair price.
Ooh, ether current.
Oh. Ether current. Price of betrayal. Yusui is looking for an individual who can freely enter the Ruby Price.
You? Yes, you. Do you know the Ruby Price, the fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea, from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day, we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated. With a bit of coaxing, he eventually confessed to doing some underhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superiors. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the Ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I'm looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the Ruby Price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think he can go in my stead? There's a man by the name of Ikaruga there. He's an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. Wee! Wee! Wee!
We just swim there?
Yep.
Oh, yes. It's the other day one of the soldiers deserted base. I suspect he is the man that Yusui is after. Trade with foreign countries is strictly prohibited in our nation. The man, upon learning his subordinate had disappeared, feared he would be caught, turned tail and ran. What you told me is true. He likely went northwest of here to seek asylum. The Kojin of the Red. I attempted to go after this man myself. Alas, that would require me receiving necessary authorization, which could take days. Please track him down and arrest him in my stead. Resists? Feel free to kill him.
Oh. That's where he is.
the other side of this rock.
I found him.
I would have to be a fool to agree to go with you. So close to the Red Koji settlement. So close to freedom. Wrong answer, fuckhole. Flying shark. Concept of kind of terrifying.
Shark with wings.
Ah, it seems you forced your hand. Perhaps his death was for the best. I'll send word of what happened to Yusui. I'm not sure he will be happy to hear it. You're curious to know how I will inform him. That, my friend, is a secret.
Jim winks.
Jim winks.
Alright, Sorban.
You've spoken with the Confederates above, then. Excellent. Ready to depart? We may do so at any time. All aboard! Let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui said the Viceroy was holding court in one of them. Did he not? Should Isari chance to be in the village in question, we should instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. think it is safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Talking to Soroban. We are, I'm reasonably certain, none bore witness to our approach. This, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement.
Aye, that you have. And you have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant.
Merchant, right. Oh, you're too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is liberate Doma. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor: the element of surprise. Unlike in Gir Albania, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Dome and Liberation Front will even the odds a little bit. Before all that, we need to see this fishing that Sui was talking about.
It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. Oh, this bastard. do we say?
I mean, we can't. Not now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You alright?
Yeah, you ever done that thing where you shift and like every bone in your body pops?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like going to the tavern. Alright, Alizé.
So, fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly where I left off in my previous playthrough of the game.
Oh yeah?
This precise point. Yeah. Alizé? I hate it as much as you. Maybe even more. Every fibre of my being crying out to intervene. But what's done is done. Setsu's gamblers gifted us the time we need to find a solution. Bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? Want of a better idea, I say we do just that. Taking care to avoid Imperial.
Or murder all the Imperials between hither and yon.
Well, considering it feels like, looks like we're going to be swimming most of the way. Hopefully there aren't going to be too many Imperials.
It's like Pokemon, just random people floating in the water.
Just bopping around in the water. You feel like we could have walked up and swam across. But
Weird walrus friend.
hello, walrus friend. He did not. I'm not going that way. Seems to have evaded their patrol so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. I think it's Vulcan. According to my map, we are in Onokoro. Tower is known as Heaven on High. Mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Gods, listen to me. Starting to sound like the nerd. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there. You see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. Can't see a single stray arrow. Oh, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Walrus friends. Calm down, we had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run. We save our strength for any that give chase. You two adventurers. It would just be simpler to kill them, you know that.
Point. So I feel like Heaven on High is the other deep dungeon.
What?
It's basically like start at level 1 on the first level and work your way up to 100 floors.
Okay. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. That's who's sharing a lot of these bloody things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. What the fuck are you?
A fate?
That's a real big snail.
Daimyo Yumian.
Just cut across the water. Oh. There's a settlement here. They've even got their own etherite. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. When we met Tant... Which means this place belongs... Oh. What a great reaction. It's like... Oh.
Alright. Confederate consternation.
Yep. Alizé seems to be bemused to find herself standing outside a Confederate settlement. It would seem we found a Confederate settlement. They have even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. The Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. Self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At least they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Good morrow to you, madam. You wish to hire a falcon porter? I say, is there a version to start with? Oh, thank you.
Tensui.
All the plans to eat.
What brings you hither of all places? Were you not bound for Othod's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject? No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I'll take you to the captain, Rasho.
It's like that. Audience with their leader. They're very accommodating. Must need to choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people. This will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. At least, if you open your mouth, I'm going to put his minion in it. Greetings. You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, so on. I realise this is a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favour to ask. Gods. Probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now.
Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart.
Blah 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 blah.
Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. Aye, I know of him. Why he bade you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Isari? The Galleons have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors. Yes, with guile and preparation, sure, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves.
Imperative that our presence here remain a secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we've come here to achieve.
You have told us the why you cannot fight. Now, why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many would die when all pretense is lost and the Guardians declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid.
Your hospitality. You would excuse us? And crunch, you go through all those boxes. Well, adventurers, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Osetsu told us to come here for a reason. Must have believed we can convince them to help us. Just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. Glad to hear we're of the same mind. Little wonder they refused. We've done naught to persuade them. Real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we'll know how to earn their trust. That down.
Yeah. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance.
person to talk to on this pier.
Oh, is there? On my way.
Hmm? Taking an interest in the ship? Yeah, good eye. Not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favours flotillas of smaller ships, capture on board errant vessels. Larger ones, like the Sekibune, take part in major engagements. We've had any of those recently, not those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. As for them, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh?
And then there was something to investigate on the other pier over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm on a boat.
A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On close inspection, most are empty. Had a good look around. And we just need to wait for lease. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said. No intention of standing up to Yotsui. Don't know if you two got a different impression.
Under the right circumstances, they might help us.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. Agree. Obvious they're struggling to survive, and then they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it's inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. Deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our assistance? Closest thing we're going to get to a bare-ass quest.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out, this and that. You know, it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of on Okoro. You two take the east. Good luck.
subway over here.
Afumi. The solace of the sea. Afumi has no patience for seasick pirates. Kami take me. What kind of poor pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? New recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well. I have a task for you. Goes to Aokumo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then, to quick escape here, the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Clear? Yeet! Oh, can't eat off there. Oh well. That was disappointing. Oh, Kumo.
Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return from whence he came. Oh, he's around on the north side of the island. So we can pick up.
Maybe we get these other quests first, right?
Yep.
Chica. The arrows of misfortune. Ika is nodding sagely in this direction.
You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're about it, I should be glad to know if you butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young, so do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child.
Yeah, whatever. Aranami. Last voyage. Aranami is not a man accustomed to being kept waiting. You there? Ah, you. Seen you bumbling clodderman all rah. New recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Honorable Coral. Late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding. Reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better than a fool who never holds his tongue baps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Guess we're going to the north side of the island.
Yep.
In style. Why does it shift and shudder still? Medicine's never Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I will do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. They tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. He cast about for the Confederate recruit, seeing no one matching his description. Same again. Three in a row.
It's the fourth one. Oh, there's one more.
Swung along, Ori man lurking behind the rocks to the west.
Who are you? You do not look like a woman of the Confederacy. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she may have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out until the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel is not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on.
Okay. gameplay.
Woohoo! That the Gyuki tail could have easily been,
Just a drop
yeah.
when you killed it.
Boom, 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 boom.
What did my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? This time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel. Oh. Rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. Good that you went in my stead, else I may have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please, accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Hey, Emma Meowie. Oh, thank you for complimenting my lemon shirt. Quite fond of it myself. We're doing pretty good.
Oh,
The getting used.
we had the advantage of learning how to run a mount in SWOTOR.
Yeah. Swotor did it, and
Yeah.
you know it's something we wish more MMOs would do.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing I wish I could do now is attack off horseback,
Yep.
and it like dropped me off the mount. The amount of times that like Jordan will go, yeah, as in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Yeah.
Yep.
The amount of times Jordan will go in to tank something because he's a significantly lower level than me, and I'll be like, press button. Why is it not doing anything? Why am I still on horseback? What's going on?
Push the button. Push the button.
But yeah, SWOTOR is a really interesting game. I highly recommend if you like the Knights of the Old Republic games that you check it out. There are 8. Yeah, if there are 8 character classes, 4 on each side. Each one has a unique story. There are planetary stories which are the same for every character, and then after you get through the second or third expansion, it kind of dovetails into a single story.
Yeah.
I highly recommend playing it if you like single player story driven. You're basically just playing 8 more KOTOR games.
Yeah.
With different different quests for your class rather than it's online. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's an MMO, but you don't need any MMO at all. You can do the whole thing single player. They even have like, for all of the story dungeons you need to do, they have like, in fact, I think they were the first that I remember to do it. That has like a they have like a big like robot that guides you through it.
Yeah.
And yeah, your choices legitimately matter because they affect your light side and dark side rating, and that if you're playing certain characters can have a knock-on effect to your companions.
Yeah, you get you'll get a series of companions, like NPC companions, that will help you out as you play, um, and their stories are tied into the story of your character, and depending on your choices that you make, uh, and which companion you have journeying with you at the time, um, can really affect how they react to you and how they
Yeah.
uh,
Which you can sort of blag by giving them bunches of companion gifts, but and they've done a thing now where I say now they did it several years ago. When the game first came out, all of your companions had different classes.
mm,
Like one was a tank, one was a DPS, one was a healer, etc., etc. One was a range DPS or whatever. Um, Now they've made it so that every companion can be every class. Because you would get to a point on, say, like a Jedi, where you wouldn't get your healer until the middle of Act 3, when you're almost finished with the game
yeah,
at the time, before any of the expansions came out. So, yeah, they made it so every companion can heal now, every companion can tank. You don't even need to get gear for your companions anymore if you don't want to.
I, I like that they changed that because it allowed me to run around with with one particular companion
Yeah.
that I felt like developing the story with, rather than
Yeah.
feeling like
It's
I
not
had to play
it's
with them.
not that complicated once you actually get down to it, Emma. Um, it's just
We're just making it sound like it's
yeah, you're getting info dumped, which is why it sounds complex, but it's just find a companion you like, and then you don't have to not use it, basically,
yeah.
which is the important part. I was lucky enough that I got my first class was the trooper, and I was lucky enough that I got my healer like planet 2, planet 3, basically. Complex and decisions affect them. Imagine how choices in Final Fantasy would affect Scions. It's less important than that. It's more like it's like in Fallout or in when you make a decision and your NPC companions will remember that kind of thing. Um, some of you like if you're playing either a Sith or a Jedi, some of your light or dark side choices will be like, oh, my Padawan learns because you have like specific conversations with each of your companions, so you can learn their stories and the choices you can make in that. Like, if you're a Jedi and you make a dark side choice while you're talking to your Padawan, then it's like, oh, my Padawan's gonna start going down the dark side route. Or if you're a Sith Lord and you make light side choices, um, because we're back in the era where Sith doesn't necessarily mean dark side; it's actually just a race of people, a species of people. Um, then um, uh, like your Sith apprentice can start doing light side stuff. It's really interesting.
It I my first character was the Sith Inquisitor, sort of the spellcaster assassin um, version. Specifically, I was playing the assassin. Um, and one of your companions is a Jedi that you capture, and you sort of twist them into becoming your apprentice. Um, and so, because I was going hardcore, I want to do all the dark side choices possible, and just be as dark side as possible with this character. Um, had some really interesting conversations pop up with my apprentice because she was a basically a full blown Jedi when I took her under my wing. Um, so there's a lot of conversations about the difference between Sith philosophy and Jedi philosophy that we would have.
And
And
like if you play a Sith warrior, you end up getting like another Sith warrior as a companion. And if you start making light side choices when you're talking to him, he's like, "Are you feeling okay?"
um,
Yeah. I highly recommend SWOTOR. Just it's free to play. Your XP will be stunted a little bit if you're free to play, but I cannot recommend it for the story content enough. No. Do not be, do not apologize, Emma. We love talking about other games as well. Um,
so many games we love talking about.
yeah.
And to show you
I
how
will
much...
say if you do play SWOTOR, you do end up playing SWOTOR and you end up trying all 8 classes, play the Imperial Agent last. The Imperial Agent is, well, it's what you think it was. It's basically a James Bond style story. You are a member of the SIS, um, and you like infiltrate places and you go undercover and you do all that sort of stuff. But you're working for the quote unquote bad guys.
It's all a matter
But
of
there are,
perspective.
yeah, there are a lot of things in the last like act of the first story, um, that that pop up from all of the other classes' stories, which is quite fun.
And just to show, love Star Wars, have massive Star Wars tattoo
Yeah,
on my arm.
I believe even our stream starting screen is in Orabesh at this point.
It is.
Excellent. Yeah, see, it's Orabesh. All right, shall we carry on?
Have we lost the plot? Ooh, sorry, Frary. Should have put the warning out there.
All right. You've been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Yuki corpse? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill. Such is life. I pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Yuki as game. As you may have heard, these are just normal circumstances. Arrows, too, must be reused when possible, a prudent measure becoming necessary. Alas, with every passing day our future grows more uncertain. This day we shall have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. Wayward travellers need not risk the ire of vengeful Yuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. The joke being it's the one we ran away from earlier, right?
It's the one we saw on the way. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Um, we've played many MMOs over the years.
Yeah. Some stuck with us, some we bounced right off of.
Mm-hmm.
Some I bounced off a little harder than Jordan. I'm looking at you, Rift.
I like Rift.
You, the John Madden clip. Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep. Takes to the water it is not long. He can no longer stand. Grow accustomed to this life. It's hardly the first after all. The captain too was once of Doma. But he cast aside until 25 years ago when the Imperials took his land. lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your toys and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before. I know your tale now, and soon we unfold it all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Reason we went to
That was because of M.
There it is. It's true.
God, Hell's Lid is so pretty.
Say that again?
Hell's Lid, that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere I got a really good picture of it in a thunderstorm.
It looks like it's trying to have a face.
It does.
Like if you just come stand and look at it, right? And just imagine going, "Hello, it's really cold out here in the water, so I made my own steam. Not quite sure what's going on under the surface, but I think there's some fish nibbling my toe." Like it doesn't look like it has a big imposing voice. It looks like it has one of those. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What are we doing now?
I'm trying to catch a cat who decided that they want to come yell at me,
Oh,
but don't want to
cat
say
tax. Cat tax to be paid.
hi. Not with that one. That one has decided that she doesn't want to come say hi. She'd rather just sit at my feet and yell. Alze has stones.
Do you know how long it took me to get the gloves for this set?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get another pair. Iraze is impressed by your industrious nature.
You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it.
We have already seen flying sharks, and they're fucking terrifying.
We've got to call the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of these rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, maybe if you can't find the other group. They've all been away longer than I like. Sun ripened chum. Fish heads, lovely, lovely fish heads. All you need is a jetpack.
Yeah. Rocket boots.
Rocket boots.
Reminds me of James and John. Yeah, man. Now you're talking my language. We're up on Roll Doll.
Still one of my favorite short stories I've ever read was by him.
That moment when you start a fight with a flare already in the chamber.
I remember in high school we were learning about literary devices and whatnot, and one of the things we were talking about was irony and I don't remember what the other part was, but we read a Roald Dahl short story called "Lambs to the Slaughter," where a woman gets fed up with her husband always talking about work. Uh, and basically beats him to death with a frozen leg of lamb. And then when the police come to investigate, she feeds the police the leg of lamb. And the last line of the story is one of the cops saying, one of the police officers saying, "I bet the murder weapon is right under our noses," as he took a bite of the leg of lamb.
I have a question.
What up?
What does murdering flying sharks have to do with Alizé Stone?
I don't know.
Talking to the parrot. It was a. Oh. You want your answer?
Mm-hmm. Typed it out.
Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. All the Kojin started chasing us. Their leader asked us if we'd Dolman. The Yositsu's catches. Know it. First Asari, now this. We'll tell Rasho and the others. Back to Alizé.
Oh.
What's up?
Should be ether current near here.
233 yards below.
Southwest. Does that mean it's up in the fort? Oh, it is.
Yep. Seems that way. "28 yards to the northeast."
Off you come. Doing that kind of took me back to doing archaeology.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Archaeology.
I should go back and finish that one day. There you are. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling. Though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I should like to think we've proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you've got something important to tell me? Wah, 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 wah. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsusu has crossed the line now. Let's go and speak with Rasha immediately, even if he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I'd like to think he can't. Well, he's not sitting down anymore, so maybe that's a thing.
Stop.
Stop.
I want to kick you out.
Usually. Not really.
Do I trust you, Alize?
See, this is a loaded question, right? But Dad, I want to yell at you at work. Yeah. Um, I'm going to say, do you even need to ask? Because it will progress the plot. That's the only reason I'm saying it.
Thank you. I look silly with my hat on.
I'm fairly sure that the idea is that we're both Ishgardi and Elazan.
Mm. Do, 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 do. Rasho.
Talking Rasha. Hey, you're about to get a new.
Just.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Gonna stop looking like a Norse warrior soon.
Mm-hmm. Might have to turn the helmet off.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Rasho is a man of few words. He has some left to say.
So, alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you.
Thank you, Captain. You shall endeavour not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, there's Lise. Can't leave without her.
Sure we can. You told us we were doing it on our own.
I mean, I'd rather leave without her. I am seeing a blue spot, though.
Me too.
Guessing is a etherite. Hey, it's Mr. Seven.
I don't think she's...
Are an ether current.
Hey.
Pulling double booty. Hansaku is desperately searching for a charitable soul willing to lend him a hand. Clothes. It said double booty.
Booty, 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 booty,
Booty everywhere. Your clothes, your manner. You must be a woman of Eorzea. Do you know of the East Aldenard Trading Company? I hear they're a fairly prosperous vendor where you are from. Your acquaintances with the Kugani branch office owner? Oh, Chief's been searching high and low for a well-connected woman such as yourself. It's been so long since you've been through these quests, you're enjoying watching us go through it. Good. Glad. Oh, but before we get into that, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Hansaku. You would be? Your doom! That should be easy enough to remember. Now, do me a favor and meet with the chief, won't you? Ever since those Garleans strengthened their grip on Hingashi, our contracts in Kugane have quit trading with us. Really could use your help in establishing a new business partner. Please, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't desperate. See, I only just joined the Confederacy. And life's been hard, really hard for me lately. Things were to fall apart here, I have nowhere to go. The west of this place is a tiny lodge. Chief should be there. Fortunately, I can't leave my post to show you there, but I trust you'll find it easy enough. I'm counting on you. We get a picture with Mistress Evelyn.
There you go.
I mean, you got to commit to the bit being called Mistress and dressing like that, right?
Indeed.
Hello.
Yeah, don't like what's going on here. Gentlemen, since you refuse to pay the ruby tithe with coin, you shall instead be paying with your blood. I believe an arm each will suffice.
Wait, with the East Aldenar Trading Company, I suggest you think twice about this. When word of this gets back, you'll be the ones to pay.
Oh, you should have said so sooner. Suzume, see that our distinguished guests are escorted to our best room, in the dungeons. I shall go and sharpen my knives.
You heard the man. Get up and start walking. We would have intervened.
Mm-hmm. I trust you stuck around this long because there was something you wish to discuss with me. Make it quick. As you can see, I'm a very busy man. So at last we are joined by someone actually associated with the East Aldenar Trading Company. Excellent. How do you know they weren't?
I mean, the Kami have thrown us a lifeline, sir. That said, thinking, Hansako could have had the courtesy to accompany our honoured guest here. Please allow me to apologise on his behalf, Mistress.
Ah, it seems the ill manners of our subordinate have begun to rub off on us. We have not yet introduced ourselves. I am Tsukigage, and this is my right hand, Sume. While it seems like Hansaku has touched upon the gist of our troubles, please allow me to fill you in on the details. As you know, all boats seeking safe passage through the Ruby Sea must pay our levy, the Ruby Tithe. Give us more than we ask, and we might even provide you with the men to guide your ship through especially difficult waters. For as far back as anyone can remember, this system has been in place, enduring even after Doma was occupied by the Imperials. While the Empire has always shown little interest in our activities, with Yotsuyu's rise to power, that has changed.
The Royal Viceroy has banned the merchants of Kugani from bartering with us or paying our tolls. Those Bafuku dogs backing her, everyone is far too terrified to disobey.
Many outside the port city are also looking to use the current state of affairs to avoid paying their dues, like the two who we just took into custody. While we have confiscated their goods without our contact in Kugane to purchase them, they are of little value to us. Thus we took to Othard. If we were able to establish a trade agreement with their biggest vendor, our worries would be over. It is, however, something we cannot accomplish alone. I would look to you for help. Now, I'm quite certain the men on the ship we seized are lying about their affiliation. Suzumi, show her.
This flag and the items we found aboard the vessel do not appear to belong to the East Aldenar Trading Company. Must, however, be certain. Not risk raising the ire of a potential trading partner by attempting to sell them their own goods.
Please, take the flag and Suzumi's inventory list to one of your contacts at their Kugane branch and inquire as to whether any of it's from one of their ships. And damn. To Kugane, I guess. Setting
Yeah.
up port.
Thank you.
no. They are right here.
Doodle Bummy. This isn't our contact.
Oh, she is
Another quest.
another quest. All right,
We've got to go to the
trading
I
company.
think we've got
All
to go
right,
see not Matt Murdock.
to the Ruby Bazaar. Oh, outside.
Oh, okay. Ah. Pleasure it is to see you. How might I be of service to you today? Would like to know if this flag or any of the items listed here came from one of our ships. Afraid I cannot help you there. Kikimo, however, might be able to tell you. He's in charge of inventory. Is currently stocking out our ships at Pier Number 1. Then why the fuck did I come here? Why are you wasting my goddamn time? This game needs significantly less of that shit. Kikimo.
Hmm? And who might you be? Ah, adventurers. I've heard a great deal about you all. Very well, I shall take a look at your flag and list.
Yeah, pretty unaccented, Hammer.
None of these items are even remotely familiar. It is as you suspected. You have been lied to. 'Tis a shame you were the one to ask. Had it been anyone else, it would have been an easy thing to claim the ship and goods as our own. Many of the items listed here are worth their weight in gold, and then some. With this, those men could have easily paid the tithes several times over. Such luxurious items can be rather hard to come by, so do let me know if your friends are looking to sell any of this. We'd be more than happy to find a buyer for them.
Back to Onokoro.
Yep.
I'll get this one.
Ether currents. Yeah, so we can fly.
Well, we say we're unlocking ether currents, but we're unlocking what ether currents we can.
Yeah.
Because they've started doing this bullshit thing where you gotta go away and come back. Flying fire clouds. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
They do look kind of like little...
not.
That's under the sea.
Going back to what's his face over here. Guy that gave us the quest in the first place.
You're returned. Very good. Now, if you be so kind as to give the flag and list back to me. It was as we suspected then. In light of Mistress Kikimo's proposal, however, not even an evident guilt can sour my mood.
Indeed. It's fantastic news, sir. Everything we'd hoped for and more.
While certainly promising, we are not yet out of the woods. I trust we can rely on your continued support. I have a feeling we will be needing it.
Friendo. And for me. All right, we're looking at 606. Do we want to call a halt here, or do we want to get into Under the Sea?
Let's get into Under the Sea.
All right. What is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ada and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. Always hoped I might have something of that in me too. I'm starting to think I don't. What am I doing here? Please, you. God, to listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Yet I said anything. Got places to go, Imperials to fight, friends to save. I'm not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first travelled to Gir Albania, I was in Limsa visiting a friend, a young child who'd been through a great deal. It's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I asked a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite looking tarts I've ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. Treat you to one, and this is all over. Be adventurous too. Won't take no for an answer. What about Stola? We never hear the end of it. Oh, hopefully she's dead. Wait, what?
What?
All right. Ishtola 2, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before. What was the point of that story?
That is a wonderful question.
What was the fucking point? Are we just swimming? Fuck me. Are we sure we weren't supposed to take a boat or some shit?
As far as I know.
I think this is the Isle of Becco. And to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands are around here. Basho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland.
I don't want that mount right now. Thank you.
Huh?
I found an ether current.
Ooh.
I was contemplating the jumping puzzle.
Does it get you anything, or you can just run down?
You can just run down. But there's the little jumping puzzle.
Pointless jumping puzzle. Jumping puzzle should get you shit.
Whee! Oh no! I missed.
Doing. That's rather pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that their etherite? That's kind of dope. Soroban! I mean, Donatello! What? Live here, you idiot. Ah, called it!
I just love the response of, what a curious question. Live here.
today. How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. Wait, how fortunate we should find a person we know was a blue Hojin in the place where the blue Hojin live. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. Time for, time for an outfit change, my friend.
Indeed. All right. There we go.
Sword doesn't quite fit, but
Not yet. I'm gonna snag the Aetheryte here real quick.
and they have a chocobo keep,
It looks like they do.
falcon keep, I think, as they're called here.
Yeah. Blue Falcon Porter. There we go.
Ooh, falcon and Dynamite.
All right.
All right. Dope, 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 dope.
Dopey dope, 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 dope.
Gonna do the thing.
But I was gonna go find us a raid target. Thank you all for coming out, Frary and Amamiawi, for hanging out and chit-chatting with us.
Yeah.
We'll be back Monday. Please be aware, I will be starting a new job in just a little over a week and a half. So please be aware that we may be doing some funky timing.
Yeah, things are going to be up in the air a bit. Probably for the rest of April.
Yep.
Between Jordan's new job and my having to deal with limit break stuff until the 27th, everything's sort of everything's sort of very busy for us right now.
Yeah.
You got no employment too? Cool, Emma. That's awesome. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do?
Yeah.
Let's go to see Adam.
Customer service.
Hey, man, that's...
Someone's got to do it.
I worked in customer service for the longest time. We're going to send you over to see Adam, a.k.a. Seabats. He's playing the new Path of Exile League started. So he's doing some of that.
Nice. Fun times. So understanding that things are going to be chaotic, please make sure you follow us here and follow us on the four major microblogging platforms. Twitter, we are 321 Podcast. Blue Sky, we are 321tv.bsky.social. Threads, we are at 321_tv.live. And on mastodon.social, the mastodon.social server, we are simply at 321_tv. Please make sure you also check out our cool little merch store, 321tv-shop.fourthwall.com. And we are going to send you off. We will update this charity one for RPG Limit Break.
Yeah.
Here.
Starts on the 18th of May, but I'm having to do all the volunteer stuff right now. So
Um, but so we'll send you off as we always do. Towards the 16th president of these here United States, Abraham Lincoln. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum, please be excellent to each other. Party on gender-specific honorifics, and we will see you
next time.
Peace.
Peace.